It's coming up, the holidays, and this time of year can be tough. The holidays are where you're supposed to feel joyful, but for so many, the stress around food and weight and body image, it's just too much. If you've been struggling with your weight loss journey, and Lord knows it is a struggle, it is time for you to find the best option that works for you through Hers. Hers is transforming women's healthcare. Hers provides access to affordable weight loss plans built around oral medication kits and GLP-1 injectable options, making sure you have what you need to get the results you want. Visit forhers.com/Iliza to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you. That's forhers.com/Iliza. Forhers.com/Iliza. Weight loss by Hers is not available everywhere. Compound drug products are not approved or evaluated for safety, effectiveness, or quality by the FDA. Prescription required. See website for full details, important safety information, and restrictions. Actual price depends on product and plan purchased.
The amount of times I've gone out just wanting to dance and hear some great music from like the 90s, and instead I end up with like bad wedding music. Sometimes adults just want to go out and be around adults their own age and not be stuck in a line with a bunch of 22-year-olds and hear some good music. Well, this is your chance. The 90s bands you love that got you through braces, bad boyfriends, and questionable low-rise jeans are back with the 90s Cruise. Head to 90scruise.com for more info, but it's sailing January 25th through the 30th on board the Celebrity Constellation, departing from Tampa with stops in Nassau and Key West. It's an epic 90s lineup with concerts from some of the biggest artists of that decade, including TLC, Sugar Ray, oh my God, my heart, Better Than Ezra, En Vogue, Are You Kidding Me? And more. Your friends will be so jealous while they're at home defrosting chicken and folding laundry. You'll be screaming every word to your favorite 90s hits, reliving high school, feeling incredible, all on a cruise ship. No kids, no bosses, no responsibilities, just you, a drink in hand, and a dance floor with your name on it, reliving at least the time in your life where you have the most energy. Sailing January 25th through the 30th, 2026, from Tampa to Nassau and Key West on Celebrity Constellation. You want life advice? Here it is. Go to the 90scruise.com/Iliza. Grab your cabin and use code Iliza for $250 off new reservation. Once it's sold out, it's just you, your couch, and a sad playlist. And I know, because that's usually me. Your friends are going to be so jealous, so grab them, round up your buddies, and get on that cruise.
Well, I wait all year to say this, but fall is here. Kids are back in school, vacations are over, and it's officially the start of cozy season. And for me, it's officially the start of touring season, which means it's time to slide on some Bombas. You know Bombas. You see me wearing Bombas on stage over my leggings. They are the most comfortable socks, slippers, tees, and underwear out there. They're made from premium materials that actually make sense for this time of year. You want to get cozy, but still be in something breathable, but have your feet feel held. Nothing feels better on an airplane than a pair of Bombas. Think merino wool that keeps you warm when it's chilly, but cool when it's hot. Supima cotton that's softer, stronger, and more breathable than regular cotton, and even rag wool. The thick, durable, classic cozy sock you're going to want all fall. Apple picking, drinking apple cider, even if it's kind of still hot outside and you're going pumpkin shopping in LA, still, we want the look. And it's not just socks. Bombas designed slippers that make it hard to leave the house, which is what you want. Another reason to stay home. And with their happiness guarantee, if you're not 100% into what you've got, they will make it right. No risk, all reward. Head over to bombas.com/Iliza and use code Iliza for 20% off your first purchase. That's bombas.com/Iliza. Code Iliza at checkout.
Lemonada.
Ask me, ask Iliza anything. It's time to ask. Ask me all your questions. Leave them in the Instagram comment section. Leave them on your Twitter or leave them on your Facebook. We'll see them, we'll read them, then we'll give you answers. You know it, I've got it. I've got the answer, the answer. You ask me, I'll tell you anything.
I have discovered Substack.
Do you mean from Noah?
Noah has a great Substack, but I intermittently take Instagram off my phone for mental health reasons all the time. And I was on a flight coming home and Sierra was, watching Bluey. And I went to go pick up my book that I've been reading for 8 months that I cannot turn the pages on because it is too dense. And I realized I'd lost the book. And there is a pain and a beauty to losing a book that you weren't loving reading but wanted to have read. But I guess I left it on a different flight. And so I was like, what do I have on my phone? And it's a Sunday, so no one's like emailing. And I had Substack and I just read and read people's hot takes on our world.
Oh my gosh.
What I like about Substack is it feels like you're doing something intellectual, but you're not. Like in some, like if you're going to read like an Ezra Klein Substack, maybe. But in general, it's just like, here's my take on the micro trends of caramel drizzle. And you're like, yeah, this feels like important research. Maybe I should do a Substack, but I'm not great at proofreading. So
I mean, you had a Tumblr that I loved.
I did have a great Tumblr and it just like got taken down. But that's my Sunday. And it's the weekend going into Halloween. If this were a movie, we'd be like, we have 1 week till the dead walk the earth, and we have to unite the four corners on the earth where every witch, most powerful, magnificent.
I just wouldn't. In any of those movies, I would just be like, I'm not saving it. I'm going to go lay down. How long am I realistically going to last? Not long. Like, what's the point?
You're dead scene one. It's like it's tied with you and like the character of color.
And a baby. No, I guess the baby will live.
You are of color, technically.
A pale color.
It's like a light purple.
Like a fish.
Do you ever look at those Instagram accounts that are like rare aesthetic and then it will do like a hyper deep dive image wise? Like rare aesthetic, you have a stepdad in the early 2000s and it'll be like certain cars or certain,
Yeah.
There's also ones that'll be like, rare aesthetic, you're home for the holidays in Boston 2010. And even though you're not from there, like you're like, I get it because of the images they pick.
Yeah.
I think rare aesthetic, like you have a crush and it's Halloween in the 80s.
Oh.
Like it's such a specific like town in Maine and like everything's kind of wet and Halloween-y and there's like a big dance with like a wet punch bowl.
Mm-hmm. I mean, not as rare, but there was a post that came up today for me that was just really good. They were like commercials from the 90s that hit. So it was like Education Connection. It was the Fanta Girl.
Wait, Education Connection? That song was great.
It was so
and that girl
good.
had a white belt.
She does a whole song.
Can I to find my own degree and education? They put out an ad on Craigslist like, can you sing? Do you want to be in a non-union industrial film?
But then they had the one with all the opera singers like, call J.G. Wentworth 677 cash 877 cash now. And they had all these different, and they cut to each new singer. I was like, oh, they got all real singers for this. But here's a true fact about the Education Connection commercial. They had that girl, and then they tried to do like a sequel, and then they tried, but then they got Shannon Doherty to be the spokesperson.
I remember that.
And I remember I was the biggest fan of Charmed. So her commercial came on. I was enraged that she didn't sing the song. Her commercial was just like, hey, check out Education Connection. It's cool. I was like, you're supposed to sing the song.
They couldn't pay her enough.
No.
The girl from the Education Connection, because it was such an early 2000s aesthetic. It was these like tight, skinny jeans, white belt. I remember her hair was like a certain way, very like post Y2K. Yes. Yeah. Very 2010s, like Rock of Love contestant.
Yeah.
And it was it was so made in the Valley. Like it was so LA 2010s. Like that's such like some like shitty band rocker's girlfriend who like tends bar, but like really wants to get into music.
But if I'm her, I'm pissed now. Like, why aren't I Flo? Why didn't I have a 40 commercial arc?
It's not funny. That's why.
No.
Because Flo is a true improviser and she
I know.
for sure writes those. Speaking of commercials, are you going to get yourself a Grand Shagoneer? A Jeep Grand Shagoneer?
Okay, can you talk about, in your new Jeep commercial, did you have any involvement in the script or no?
Yes.
Okay.
They wrote a great, it's an advertising agency called High Dive out of Chicago, and they had a great pitch, and they gave me total license to change anything that like tonally wasn't me. For example, at the beginning, I come out in the sheet and I'm like, this baby is for making babies. Originally, the line was like, and this baby is one big baby maker. And I was like, I'm never going to say baby maker. It's so gross. And then some stuff was improvised, like the thing about like, it's actually a wolf. That was me. So it was like the bones were there and I just made sure that it sounded like something I would say and then improvised little things. But I did not come up with a concept, and they did a great job. And Jeep was super fun to work with. And the car is beautiful.
I mean,
I sat in it.
It looked nice.
Like, you want to be driven in that.
Yeah.
So go
buy a
my
Jeep.
Instagram.
That would be very funny if they gave you a promo code and it's like, get 5% off your Jeep with
using code Iliza10. That's ILIZA10 for 5% off. There's no car promo code. I look awful, but I just got off the plane.
I went and laid in bed before this because it's so cold and I don't want to turn the heat on yet.
Is it really? It's cold where you are?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I don't want to turn the heat on it right now. I'll try it tomorrow because it hasn't been on in however many months and I'm scared like a dead rat will fall out or something.
For sure. So. I just came from Phoenix where it was not cold, but the show, I did it in the round at the Celebrity Theater. It was so fucking awesome. I had the best time. Like, everything about stand-up comedy is so painful minus the 1 hour you're on stage. And this like reminded me why I do what I do. Mm-hmm. It felt so good. Colorado was so great. And I flew home with a little girl. She was my little road partner this weekend. And I landed and like walked in the door. Noah is gone, to my mother-in-law being like, I think the dishwasher's broken. I'm like, and we're back. Like, I just immediately started cleaning.
Is it broken?
No, it was fine.
Okay, good.
I kind of want to talk more about Halloween, but yeah. No, that's it.
Well,
it's a weird holiday because it's a bizarre one.
This is coming out before Halloween, so don't give away any of your whereabouts. But can you talk about what you're going to do for Halloween or no?
I'm going to our block does it. I'll hand out candy. It's really about letting Sierra. It's about Ethan wearing a mustache and going to bed at 6:30. I've never, because I'm not a 22-year-old girl. Like, I'm just not one of those people whose personality is like, I go big on Halloween. Like, it's a lot of energy, a lot of paint.
I am trying to figure out. So I have quit my job. And
it's done.
Well, no, my last day is Halloween.
Ooh, spooky resign.
So I'm kind of like, and I work till 7 p.m. my time, but on Halloween in years past, I would just, I'd get off a little early, but I feel like I can't. This will be my last full day. I feel like I can't.
What are they going to do? Fire you? Fucking go. Like, I can't eat a munch on. I'll see you losers later.
I got
people to haunt.
We don't get that many kids here, but I have like extra comic books I was going to hand out with candy. Because that could be fun.
That's cute. So those kids will not appreciate that. These kids are so violent. Like, anything that is a departure from like a mini Snickers, they're just so shitty. I can't have red dye 40. I'm like, well, good luck.
I got
some Skittles anyway.
I was so offended. My mom just got back from a trip and was like, am I coming over for Halloween? I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, well, don't get the shitty candy you got last time. It had Smarties in there. I said, I would never. Oh. I only get the little chocolate mixes. She's like,
relax.
No, I'm pretty sure I had a Smarties at your house. I was like, no, how dare you besmirch my name? Of course I only get the little chocolate ones. I'm not getting the bag of Dum-Dums.
What was the soundbite we had of you? Like, make it supreme. What was it? It was an old one.
Probably it's not safe and it could like blow your dick off. Yeah, that sounds like what I say about Taco Bell.
Scott, do you remember?
It's me, Emily. Keep it sensual.
Scott has such a categoric knowledge and he'll put little sound bites in like at the end of an episode. Sometimes it's like an Easter egg. I love listening back to this for the edit.
Scott? And some nostalgic hot drop.
How come these people can go to Sausalito's and throw up their brains out and I can't go to Chili's?
Make it supreme. I wanted all the drama. That's another one.
I wanted all the drama.
Just celebrating our own podcast. I will say the ultimate Halloween blue ball is when you do get dressed up, like hoping there will be trick-or-treaters like in your apartment complex and there aren't. It's like one kid. You're like, cool, glad I put on a Frankenstein mask.
We dressed up, me and my dad dressed up last year as the costumes we got from your friends. We got a Cinnabon costume and a pretzel nuggets costume. And we wore those and kids were like, what's that? And I'm like, oh, it's a Cinnabon.
They're like, get that.
Because they just liked you because Cinnabon liked you. Yeah, you said something ages ago, and somehow they put me on their press list as well, and I haven't.
Does anyone remember?
You said something about Cinnabon, something positive. But so we dressed as that, and kids don't go to a mall or a food court, so they don't know what a Cinnabon or an Auntie Anne's is. And I was like getting furious.
Okay. But we're here to give the I got a request for someone to be a guest on our podcast.
Oh,
Somebody reached out about Patton Oswalt being a guest, and I was like, absolutely. And then I was like, maybe I should do more of that. Because I think there's something very funny about like a serious man answering questions about bridal issues. We've all done the interviews, like, how did you get into comedy? So let's just do that. So maybe I'll start doing that. Maybe I'll make the studio a little bit nicer, throw on some concealer, really kick it up a notch.
Yeah.
Hi, it's Iliza, and I'm here with my daughter, Sierra. Can you say hi, baby?
Hi, baby.
Hi, baby. And we're here to tell you about MeUndies because the weather is getting chilly. Isn't that right, Sierra?
Yeah, I like to get cozy.
And the best part about getting cozy is slipping into some MeUndies. We are big fans of MeUndies in my house because they have a cut for every butt. Did I say butt?
Yes.
With over 20 different styles and 100 different colors and prints.
I like my pajamas because they have unicorns on it.
That's right. Yours do have unicorns on them. And MeUndies' signature super soft micromodal fabric is breathable, stretchy, and unbelievably cozy. It's perfect for crisp mornings, chilly nights, and everything in between. So whether you're layering up for a hike, giving a gift, lounging in flannel, MeUndies moves with you and keeps you comfy. And they don't bunch up, right, Sierra?
No, they don't bunch in my pussy.
What I love about MeUndies is that they use sustainably sourced materials and work with partners that care for their workers. And if you're not happy with your first pair of undies, it's on MeUndies. With more than over 30 million pairs sold and 90,000 five-star reviews, MeUndies are an essential winter and fall must-have for every drawer. People don't know this about me, but I love lounging around a hotel room in a cheeky brief. And I always have a pair of MeUndies with me. I wear them on the plane under my sweats, and I hang out in them in my hotel room. And they have so many beautiful patterns. I really like their In Bloom print. It's autumnal, it's cozy, it's chic. I want you to come get cozy with me. And right now, as a listener of my show, you can get cozy and spooky for less with deals up to 50% off at MeUndies.com/Iliza and enter promo code Iliza. That's MeUndies.com/Iliza. Promo code Iliza for up to 50% off. MeUndies, comfort that's made for fall.
I can't wait to get so cozy.
You know that feeling when you're like, I'll just pop on social media real quick. I'll do a little scroll, no big deal. And then it's an hour later. And you're not any better for it. In fact, you feel a lot worse and you didn't learn anything. Well, it's time to take back your time and enroll in Masterclass. You can get unlimited access to over 200 classes from some of your favorite celebrities, taught by the world's best business leaders, writers, chefs, and more. My mom was writing a book and she did Masterclass. She loved the classes from Joyce Carol Oates on the art of short stories. I enjoyed the David Sedaris ones. I think he's hilarious. You can get classes on anything from digital media to community and government. You can learn about gut health, all from people who are masters of their field. With Masterclass, you can get thousands of bite-sized lessons across 13 categories that can fit into even the busiest of schedules. This is not college. This is not hours and hours of lectures. These are small classes that are digestible, taught by people that we all love. And these classes really make a difference. 3 in 4 surveyed members feel inspired every time they watch Masterclass. Plus, every new membership comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk. Right now, our listeners get an additional 15% off any annual membership at masterclass.com/Iliza. That's 15% off at masterclass.com/Iliza. Masterclass.com/Iliza.
When I was a teenager, I had a checkbook. And I balanced the checkbook and I had a little debit card and put $20 in, take $20 out, and I learned about money. And the truth is the world of finances is a lot bigger than that, but it's never too early to start your kids on good money habits. You want your kids to save their money and know the value of a dollar? Well, Acorns Early makes it easy to teach kids healthy money habits that will stick with them for life. Acorns Early makes it easy with their smart debit card and money app that grows kids' money skills as they grow up. Then your kids get to set their own savings goals and start building healthy money habits early. They get a personalized debit card. They can spend what they earn. They can keep what they earn, and it gives them a sense of independence. Plus, with Acorns Early spending limits and real-time spend notifications, parents always stay in control because let's be honest, I can't have my kid just buying only Bluey stickers. It's enough. If you're ready to teach your kids the smart way to earn, save, and spend, get your first month on us when you head to acornsearly.com/Iliza or download the Acorns Early app. That's 1 month free when you sign up at acornsearly.com/Iliza. Acorns Early Card is issued by Community Federal Savings Bank, member FDIC, pursuant to license by MasterCard International. Free trial for new subscribers only. Subscription fee starting from $5 per month unless canceled. Terms apply. at http://acornsearly/early terms.
You were so happy talking about Education Connection, talking about Phoenix, and now it's like the weight of the world has hit you.
I am so overwhelmed, but at the same time not. Like, your life as a working woman is really death by 1,000 paper cuts. Like, it's just like this is a weird thing, but like, I have a very erratic schedule, so it's hard to get a groove because it's just like the most random stuff. And it's not like I'm at an office, so it's like, here are your meetings, but it's just one roller coaster ride, but it only is that high speed going down. And it's just like, get comfortable with this momentum, not down like your life is going down, but like, it's just like, and you have to just realize that this is the pace.
Yeah.
And you just you just did your shows all weekend with a child you were taking care of, and you walk in and you have to immediately clean your whole house and then give notes on a edit. And then you do your podcast. And then if there's time, you can work on this outline, and then maybe you'll do Pilates. It's just a workout. And every day is like a different type of, I think I resent when I have to be on a Zoom because I'm like, I'm supposed to be an artist. I should not have to be on a call.
Yeah.
No, but this is not nobody else is no one's gonna feel bad for me. I don't care. I just, sometimes it's a lot. And yet not enough. Does that resonate with anyone? Not enough of the right kind of stuff. Something bit me on my neck. So I'm itching it like I have a drug issue, but
You just got bit.
I got bit.
Got bit.
And you guys probably got bit by the wedding bug. So I don't know why you keep picking these questions, Emily.
Because people got to get
married.
married.
Get away from the wedding stuff.
Then what's left?
Do you have any Halloween questions?
No, but let's do this question. Dear Iliza and Emily, my name is Ashlyn. I am currently a vet tech at a small private general practice in Arizona. A few years ago, my boyfriend...
that show? We got my show, Ashlyn.
My boyfriend and I moved from Wyoming to Arizona so I could get a permanent job as a zookeeper at a small...
So I could have a job.
Privately owned facility.
What? What's a private zoo?
I assume a rich guy with a tiger.
Yeah. Yeah.
I very quickly moved up the ladder and became the senior hoof stock keeper.
Okay.
But after 2 years, I became burnt out and I switched careers and am now a vet tech. My background is in wildlife management, including my bachelor's degree. I spent many field seasons working for game and fish in Wyoming and as a contract biologist for a small environmental consulting firm. The zoo that I worked at is in desperate need of a new hoof stock department manager, and the owner of the park reached out to me to see if I'm interested. The manager job does not have benefits, no insurance. The park is open 363 days a year, and even on the 2 days it's closed, someone has to work and feed the animals. And I would have 2 keepers under me caring for the same 100 animals I helped care for previously. I want to ask for $25 an hour because of my degree, years of experience working with them previously, and my years of experience working with exotic hoof stock. I miss the animals and I want to help the park. However, my current job as a vet tech has benefits, insurance, paid holidays, even if we aren't open, and pays $17 an hour. I also have stupid luxuries like air conditioning and filtered water and free exams, lab work, and vaccines for my pets. Ooh, I like that. Big sisters.
How often are you going to need that?
Well, please help me decide what to do. Do I potentially make more money and lose my benefits, or do I just ask my vet for a raise? I'm trying to sort my feelings so I can feel good about my decisions. It just feels like I am juggling.
Hopefully she didn't make her choice yet.
No, okay, it's time to do some math. I literally just did this math. I went from...
That's my calculator. Go ahead.
I went from...
No, not about you. Go back to her, Emily.
Do the math.
Do the math.
If you are paid without benefits insurance, how much is your benefits insurance worth to you a month? How much do you have to pay to get yourself insurance? How much do you have to pay to get, like, are there bonuses at the other job? You have to write out exactly what you are getting from each job. It sounds like if your current vet tech job paid more, you would stay there, but you like those animals at the other place, but you're on 365 days a year. Like, are you on call? Are you on? That's really hard. And I think
I'll be honest, when you said 360, I heard it as 363. And I was like, so it
is 363. But then 2 days the park is closed.
Oh, I thought I read that as 360 days a year, 3 days a week.
No, 363 days a year. 2 days the park is closed, but someone still has to feed the animals. So it's not like everybody goes home.
I think you have to eliminate, I think you enjoy both jobs. And it's like, I want to help them out. It's like, what is going to benefit you the most? Look, you're never going to get super rich off of this line of work. Unfortunately, it's all about, does your job cost you to live or is it supporting you? And those are the answers.
What's the commute? How often do you have to go in? Is the hoof stock really fulfilling? I think
Yeah. That's the biggest question, to be honest, because it's not that much of a difference.
No. And what's the growth like at each job? Like in 5 years, if you stay at vet tech, do you become vet? Like, how does
you become fin stock? Do you get to upgrade to a different type of animal?
Right.
How many animals could possibly have hooves that anyone's interested in?
Hoof stock manager is a great.
Oh, cool. The ox are this way. Can't wait to pet one. Oh, the wildebeest exhibit right this way. Oh, water buffalo.
All things with hooves.
All the things Emily said, that's what you got to do. You got to sit and get centered with yourself. And if you like the other job, then you need to ask for what you want. Yeah. You need to know your worth and always ask for it because you'll be shocked what people will pay you.
Yeah. We have a question, and the question asker also gave a confession. So I say we just share it along with their question.
I feel like we haven't done a confession in a while.
No, because you said you didn't want to do any segments anymore.
I hate it. Play it, Scott.
Hi, I've been listening for the last 3 years thanks to my friend AP, who brought me to your show and then got me hooked on your podcast. So here's a confession inspired by your last episode and then also a serious dilemma. Confession. One time I was in the dressing room at Zara and was trying on a shirt. It was too small and I really struggled taking it off. As I was suffocating trying to take it off, I cut off half of my mole on my arm and blood got on the shirt. The mole was hanging by a little piece of skin. I panicked and bolted from Zara, not wanting to tell them I ruined the shirt. That was 11 years ago and I still feel guilty. Sorry, Zara.
What about that mole? Like, how did that heal?
Right. I assume, like, if it's hanging out by a piece of skin, I'm assuming it just came the rest of the way off.
First of all, don't apologize to Zara. They're like, we'll just get more from the sweatshop. Right. Like, it's fine. Like, that shirt cost $1 to make. The
thought that you take off a shirt and rip something off your body is so
It was that small. I mean, we've all known the pain of when a really thick tag is on a garment, like in jeans, and it like scratches your skin because they always put them in the worst places. It's never like at the ankle.
Yeah.
Trying on clothes can really hurt. Like taking a bra, like a sports bra on or off just rips your nips.
It's tough out there. Okay.
It is tough.
Here's a question. I am a 28-year-old physical therapist and have been married for 3 years. I have infertility due to my health issues and am about to start IUI treatments in the next month. I had a flexible job last year, but we decided it wasn't making enough to cover my student loans and mortgage. So I decided to apply for a job at a rehab. Originally, I applied for part-time so that I can stay flexible, but they didn't look at my application. I applied for the full-time position and got an interview and then got the offer. However, it's 40 hours with not much flexibility. I have several appointments in the next month to start my IUI, but I don't know how I'm going to tell my boss when I start. I'm seriously panicking because I've already delayed treatments for over a year and had to do testing all over again. I'll be working long enough to get benefits for maternity leave, but I'm also feeling so guilty about that. You can't know you're pregnant before you start paying towards short-term disability maternity leave, but I'll most likely be undergoing an IUI within 1 week of the job. Should I delay the cycle? Should I already let the boss know I need time off for appointments? I don't want to bring a doctor's note because then it's obvious I'm trying to get pregnant. I avoided a full-time job before for this very reason, but I'm so excited about my income doubling and getting maternity leave. So I'd really like, try it. Please help. I feel stuck and sick about it. DR. Oh my God. Do the job. What are they going to? Don't tell them anything until whatever the notice period is at the job. You got to, hey, I have an appointment this day.
You're allowed to have appointments. You have a lunch break. You're allowed to do these things.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of boss you have, but I've got to imagine that you planning a family. I mean, it's not like you're missing
not their
hours
business.
and hours
Do not
of
tell
work.
them. Do not tell them. Do not tell them. However, do not feel guilty at all. Get that you're paying into these benefits. You are going to be working there. You are excited to be working. do the job. And if you have to take a day off for an appointment, so what? You're making double. Take a day off. Like, just be.
It's not like a mom and pop shop and you're like, gotcha, I'm pregnant. Now I'm gone for 9 months because we live in Canada. Like, this job will not have mattered in a significant way in 10 years when you have your family. It's not about fucking people over, but like, it can't be legal to discriminate against you. Women get pregnant.
Yes.
And women do nursing jobs.
Yes.
And it's none of their business. And then when you do, that's just what it is.
Do this job to the best of your ability, but do not over communicate with your bosses. They do not need to know anything about what your appointments are for. They do not need, if they ask for a doctor's note, fine, you get one for them. But I don't think the doctor says like, she's doing this. It's like, no, it's from a doctor.
Also, this thing, like, there is no perfect time.
No.
It's like, I put off a job for whatever. It's like, you could still be putting off a job and you might not get pregnant for a very long time.
Right.
And so don't say anything because then you'll be looked at the woman that's trying to get pregnant and then they'll be like, oh, are you starting another round? It's no one's business. Move quietly until you have figured out what you're doing.
Ugh.
Good luck. Say less.
Keep it to yourself. Yeah.
Say less, fam. Yeah.
All right. Hello, Iliza, Emily, Hot Scotty, and crew. This is a typical AITA kind of question. There is context. This was not out of nowhere. Let's get into it. All right.
Okay.
About a year or so ago, my mother and stepfather, been around since I was 8. I am now 36. Found their love for the Lord. Went through the process, baptism, born again, and now frequent church and have regular Bible studies. My father even sent me my own Bible. I have no issues with any of this. I know. I'm glad they've come out of.
Steal one out of a hotel.
I think that's the worst crime you could ever commit.
It's like, I replaced Jesus' name with yours, like a Mad Lib.
Or like, do you know, they do those little books for like little kids?
Where it's like about you. It's personalized. Yep. Scratch.
I want that. I want a personalized Bible so that I understand it.
Like, especially all the sodomy parts. Write me in.
Write
me in. All the stuff with hookers, write me in.
I am glad they've come out of midlife crisis mode, buying new Harleys, a new boat, etc., and have found their religious path. Wow, that's a shift.
Sure. Okay.
I have struggled with my own for some years and prefer to just have my own personal relationship with the big guy upstairs. My mother and grandmother have both been wondering why I haven't come around as much. The distance is short, one county over, so maybe an hour in bad traffic. For context, I am the sergeant in criminal investigations at my law enforcement agency, and I stay quite busy while also maintaining an on-call schedule. 1 week on call every 4 weeks. This occasionally does allow me to attend holiday events, birthdays, etc. However,
probably
another reason are my stepfather's frequent Facebook posts seemingly making it as though he feels he is better than others for his beliefs. And essentially, if you don't worship the way they do, you're going to hell.
Especially later in life. You're just like, okay, it's cool you found this later. What about all the other mistakes you made?
Yeah,
it sounds just
Johnny
a little
come
sanctimonious. Lately. Yeah, Jesus come lately.
You're going to hell. Stating things along the lines of, if your preacher does this, they're wrong. If your Bible promotes this, it's wrong. He's very anti-LGBTQ and abortion, whereas I am more of a, if it makes you happy, brings you peace, or promotes your health, life is short, just go for it. He is also very anti-Halloween, and it says it's the day of the devil and demons, where I am a person.
That's the best part.
I know. I'm a person who loves the holiday and feels he's way out of bounds. I voiced this thought to my mother. She basically invalidated my feelings, stated she hopes I have a proper relationship with Jesus, that she'll pray for me, and no one gives a shit about what I celebrate. Since then, I've maintained the routine good morning text with my mother. Why? But I've blocked them both on social media for my own mental health. I can't help but feel guilty because she is my mother, but at the same time,
don't feel bad. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. She'll just keep sending you videos. She has no idea.
My feelings and thoughts should matter. That I don't want opinions pushed down my throat. I don't want to be judged by them, and feel like I will be. There's no chance in hell they listen to your podcast. No need to keep me anonymous. LMAO. I love listening to everyone saying hope the email finds it to an episode. Thanks, lots of love and support, Christina. Now, Christina.
It always hurts though to hear there's no way they listen. Like, even though they're not, like, it always is just like, okay, well.
So an additional bit, part of the problem was a conversation with the stepfather, and he asked what religion my husband was raised. I told him he was raised Moravian, to which I have little knowledge. But my husband says he follows the guidelines of everything in moderation, to which my stepfather responded, I should be careful with that, and then quoted some Bible verse. This created harsh feelings from the beginning. Just wanted to add that. Thanks. So what's a Moravian?
A Protestant Christian denomination with roots in the historical region of Moravia in the Czech Republic, or it can refer to the people, dialect, or region itself. The Moravian Church is known for its historical missionary work, daily devotional publications, and a focus on Jesus-centered pietism, simplicity, and a high degree of unity in essentials while allowing liberty in non-essentials. Whatever, you're Christian.
Yeah, great.
Moravian sounds like something off of Star Trek.
I thought it was like a country in the Avengers.
I've never heard that in my life. Your parents are sanctimonious.
Yeah.
Of course, they're holier than thou. And your mom is, I guarantee you, the stepdad found Jesus first. And your mom is just like, me too, here I go. And I'll follow along. The bigger issue is that your mom is just going along with it and judging you. You should not. It's tough because it's your parents. But there's part of me, if somebody said these things to me, I'd just be like, okay, well, I don't believe in that or this. So it doesn't matter if you think I'm going to your fake hell for a religion I don't believe in. You should be steadfast enough in your own beliefs. And I do think there is a, no pun intended, come to Jesus you can have with your mom to be like, this is getting in the way of us being together. It hurts that you think I'm going to hell, but I'm not changing anytime soon. And you're so new to this. Why don't you just give it a beat? There's got to be a way that you like lay it out for her because she's going to lose you and you're spending less time with her. The other side is, do you like shooting fish in a barrel? Because you could just engage and kind of treat it like you're batting your food around. I guess I've never truly been around in a meaningful way people that are that type of judgmental.
Yeah.
I would be a little tickled by it, but it is sanctimonious because they are looking at you like you're someone that needs to hear this. And
yeah,
you could just be like, you could be like, what's the end game? You want me to get baptized?
Yeah.
You want me to go to your church? I'm not going to. So now what do we do?
Well, especially because it's not like Christina has her own relationship with religion. So that even feels doubly offensive because it's not like she's like, I'm agnostic, what? And they're like, we can convince her. It's like, no, she has her own set of beliefs. And they're like, but what about our thing? That's rude.
Yeah, but usually when people say that, as I have said, it just means like, I just don't want to deal with that. I'm like, I'm, it's like when people on dating apps are like, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. It's like, no, you're fucking not. Maybe it's if you really do have like your own Christian connection to the Lord, you could say like your church and your Bible tells you this, but mine tells me that. So how do I know that yours is right? Because you said it.
And he's going to be like, yes, because the Lord told
me.
me.
So I should just believe everything that you say because you just figured it out 6 months ago.
I know that is just annoying. It's just annoying.
You know what it reminds me of? This is weird, but like there was a Substack about, it was about Dax Shepard and Kristen Bell. And it was about the sort of glorification of men who recognize over and over that they have work to do and have issues. And the glory is given to them because it's like, wow, I can't believe you're saying all your shortcomings. And so, you know, and it's like, oh, because you realized, and I have a joke about this at like 45, that you're the problem.
Yeah.
Now that's a feature, not a bug.
Yeah.
And so it's like, why? Because you found Jesus and you found being a better person, or so you think later in life. But I've been doing it the whole time. Like people who get in shape, like super jacked at like, I don't know, 40. And I'm like, what about those of us that have stayed in shape the whole time? We don't get any credit. It's like, no, look at this transformation because he always looked bad, but now he looks good.
Oh, I was always mad about like most improved awards. It always pissed me off. But this is also just offensive because it's like, this guy is just talking about it all the time. Okay, in what way are you actually reflecting or are you doing anything that Jesus taught? Or are you just telling everybody about him?
Are you loving thy neighbor?
Yeah.
Are you being kind? No, you're just trying to convince me to believe the way you believe so that I don't go to hell. Like, why do you care if I go to hell? Why are you so concerned with my soul? If not just for the purpose of it validating your point of view. That's the part I never got. Why do you care about my soul? And if you cared about it, you would not be damning me to hell if I didn't agree with you, if you truly loved me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a follow-up. So one of our live episodes went out last week. And
it's also, sorry. I'm sorry. It's so easy for me to say because I am not Christian. So I'm just like, whatever.
Oh, I mean, I'm not either. So whatever. Yeah.
But you are, Emily.
Oh,
you're not Jewish.
So I'm default Christian?
Yep.
Don't put that on me.
You're other.
I'm other.
I've othered you. Well, I wait all year to say this, but fall is here. Kids are back in school. Vacations are over. And it's officially the start of cozy season. And for me, it's officially the start of touring season, which means it's time to slide on some Bombas. You know Bombas. You see me wearing Bombas on stage over my leggings. They are the most comfortable socks, slippers, tees, and underwear out there. They're made from premium materials that actually make sense for this time of year. You want to get cozy, but still be in something breathable, but have your feet feel held. Nothing feels better on an airplane than a pair of Bombas. Think merino wool that keeps you warm when it's chilly, but cool when it's hot. Supima cotton that's softer, stronger, and more breathable than regular cotton, and even rag wool. The thick, durable, classic cozy sock you're going to want all fall. Apple picking, drinking apple cider, even if it's kind of still hot outside and you're going pumpkin shopping in LA, still, we want the look. And it's not just socks. Bombas designed slippers that make it hard to leave the house, which is what you want, another reason to stay home. And with their happiness guarantee, if you're not 100% into what you got, they will make it right. No risk, all reward. Head over to bombas.com/Iliza and use code Iliza for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/Iliza. Code Iliza at checkout. It's hard to get all of the nutrition and nutrients and vitamins that you need, right? So how do you get nutrition? How do you make it taste good? And how do you do it quickly? Well, you can try Kachava. I've tried it. I think it's so tasty. It's a shake. It supports all-day energy with 5 key vitamins and minerals. It helps keep things regular with fiber, probiotics, and enzymes. It nurtures a healthy metabolism with B vitamins, minerals, and fiber. And it supports your mind and nervous system with essential minerals. You can nourish your immune system with vitamin C and zinc and probiotics all in one tasty shake. I like the vanilla. And you know what I like about it? It doesn't have a weird sweetener in it. A lot of protein shakes, you try it, and there's that weird fake sugary thing. Kachava doesn't have that. I blend mine with ice. I know it throws off the ratio, but I like how frothy it gets. It comes in delicious flavors like chocolate and matcha. And with 25 grams of 100% plant-based protein, you can feel good about what you're putting in your body. With every 2 scoops of Kachava, you get 85 plus superfoods, nutrients, and plant-based ingredients. No artificial flavors, colors, or, like I said, sweeteners. I know my listeners are busy, and I know that you guys are always looking for nutritious ways to feed yourself. So right now, Ask Iliza Anything listeners can get a special deal. Your future self will thank you. Go to Kachava.com and use code Iliza for 15% off your next order. That's Kachava, Kachava.com. Code Iliza for 15% off. This is an advertisement from BetterHelp.
You need someone to talk to. As fun as our podcast is, I am surprisingly not a licensed mental health care professional. And with everything going on, you're not meant to process all of this. I know that I feel the weight of the world often, like laying in bed, tears in my eyes, don't think that I can bear the weight of it all. And then I realize I'm not meant to. And if I just talk with someone, I always feel better. And you guys should know that October 10th is World Mental Health Day. And this year, BetterHelp is shining the spotlight on therapists, people who truly make the world a better place. When I was struggling, when I felt low, or when I felt like I just can't synthesize all of the garbage happening, I talked to my therapist. The right therapist can change everything. And BetterHelp has 12 plus years of experience in matching people to the right therapist. Whatever you're going through, there is someone out there who truly understands you. Please don't think you're alone, and please don't think that the problem that you are going through and the burden you are carrying is solely yours. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and preferences, and they can pair you with a therapist who gets you, and you're off to the races. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform. No more waiting in rooms. Well, no more waiting in a room across town, no more traffic, no more schlepping from office to office. You can do this from the comfort of your own home. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who've helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. We've arranged a special offer. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/Iliza. That's betterhelp.com/Iliza.
Okay, we had our episode come out last week, one of the live episodes where somebody had put in a confession. So now they have a follow-up.
Red Hot update.
Do you remember? You would not have listened to this since we've recorded it, but somebody wrote in that they had found, like, they knew that their boyfriend had bought an engagement ring, but they just hadn't brought it out yet. Like, they're like, where the fuck is it?
I remember that.
Okay.
Because it was a little cringy.
So our confessioner wrote in with a red hot update. As you read my confession on the live episode, I was driving down the road thinking, wow, this sounds like what happened to me, until I remembered I had sent in this confession and almost swerved off the road. Not really, but also kinda. I have a red hot update for you. To answer some of the questions, yes, it was a custom ring. I searched all over our house and could not find it. So I was also fearing the worst and actually planning on proposing the day after our 5-year anniversary. The day of our 5-year anniversary back in June, he was taking me to dinner at the place we had our first date, but stopped at the beach where we met. Not as sexy as it sounds. He was out for a run on the sidewalk near the beach, and I was with a girlfriend trying to find a bathroom, not a meet cute.
Really? That sounds like a meet cute.
It sounds cute.
Like, I got shit. Where's the women?
Right. I guess it depends if you need to go 1 or 2. I had an inkling he was preparing to propose at dinner, but he actually surprised me and proposed on the beach. All that to say, we are getting married in September, all is well. As to why he waited, he knew how important it was to me to be financially stable and not ask my adoptive parents to help with the wedding, but also not have to stress about how we'll afford it. We are both solidly established in our careers and able to pay for our wedding without going into debt. Also, we have a photo of the ring. And bonus content on my fiance who still doesn't know I knew about the ring, and plot twist.
Ooh.
He was hiding it under his bed, which is literally the only place I didn't look, because what dum-dum hides important things under their bed after age 4?
His bed? His bed?
Maybe his side of the bed.
His bed?
Turns out my dum-dum
We have bunk beds. We have bunk beds and there's Spider-Man sheets.
There was somebody who lived in my apartment building, and it was 2 elderly people, and they had bunk beds that they took turns sleeping on the top one, and then the guy poisoned her and shot himself, so it wasn't going well there. But I just forwarded you. We have the custom ring photo.
You texted it or you emailed it?
I emailed it.
Can we just show it on the Patreon? You post it. That way no one knows who it's from. Just do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put it, we'll put it in the episode, but.
You emailed it? I want to see.
I forwarded the email to you.
I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
Let's see this pic. It's the ring in the foreground and the couple in the background, but it's cute.
Fuck them. No, it is cute. And the ring
Why'd you
looks
say
nice.
fuck them? That's so aggressive.
Because they're blurry. Like the
It's
ring's
really
all that matters and the people don't.
It's a beautiful ring.
And they're a gorgeous couple. So good job, guys. How much sand did you track into the nice restaurant after the proposal?
I don't know, Emily. That's a weird thing to be worried about. Let's move on.
I don't like sand.
A nice restaurant.
It was a nice restaurant, I'm sure.
Okay.
Hi, Eliza. Hi, Emily. Hi to Scott and Sean Foon, baby Sierra, baby Ethan, and Noah. Is Sierra at an age where she'd be mad to be called a baby?
No, I call it all the time.
Okay. She still likes it.
Sometimes she's like, I'm a big girl. And then sometimes she's like, I'm just a little baby. I'm like,
little baby. I am a loyal fan, like long time loyal. I went to your comedy show in Louisville last year, extremely pregnant, had a great time, laughed way too hard, and gave birth 1 week later. I don't want to say you caused it, but let's just say my kid ever asked how he came into this world, I'm legally allowed to say Eliza triggered it with a perfectly timed joke. That sounds like it doesn't have to do with the giving birth, but the sex part.
Gross.
If your joke was so good, the guy ejaculated and then the baby.
So good I came. Oh, you said ejaculated.
I did. I thought about what word to use.
Who told you about that?
That would be, if somebody told you that, it'd be like, I don't want to take credit. Thank you.
She's so funny. Okay.
Here's my question. I started working as a consultant at one of those big fancy firms, aka lots of travel, high pressure, PowerPoint is a love language. I have a 13-month-old, a reliable full-time nanny, supportive nearby family, and a great husband with a flexible job. I know I hit the jackpot. And yet, the mom guilt is immense.
Oh, I thought she was going to be like, and yet I fucked a guy with a neck tattoo who was mowing my lawn.
Here's the twist. I am happier working. I stayed home for a year and felt isolated, disconnected, and broke. Shout out to financial autonomy and adult conversations. Now I can provide a better future for my baby. I feel more fulfilled. And when I'm home, I am way more present and intentional. But still, mom guilt whispers. Any advice? Oh, mom guilt whispers. Other moms are doing sensory bins with their kids while you're editing slides. Any advice for balancing a demanding career with travel, actually liking my job, being a present mom, and telling guilt to shut up without sounding like a monster? Love you all. Thanks for being the parasocial friends I listen to while pumping in airport bathrooms. You're welcome.
Sounds like you're already doing it, because here's the myth. There is no such thing as balancing. Balance would suggest that everything has an equal weight distribution. And clearly that's not the case. You will always feel like you are failing at something, and never forget the grass is always greener. So when you were with your kids, you were missing work. That's just the way it goes, especially with people who are in high pressure jobs and who are high achievers. You will always feel like you're missing out on something. Remember, you need to work so that you can enjoy and savor the time with your kids. Those moms that are doing sensory bins, that's the way that they parent. It's not the way you parent. And guess what? There's plenty of things that you do and can provide for your kids that other parents don't. But it should never even be about that. You're watching the mom who makes the sensory bin. You don't know if she feels bad about a job she gave up. You don't know if half the day she's hating herself or drinking wine or loving every second because she never wanted a job in corporate America. You're only seeing a snippet of it. It's not worth it. You're always going to feel bad because that's what being a mom is. But remember, what you are doing now fulfills you and provides financial resources for your child. And that's the way that you are showing love, is by providing them a nice life. The sensory bin mom may not have a job.
Maybe
she
your
might rely on her
bin
husband.
Sucks.
Yeah, maybe. I'm just saying, you're always going to be failing a little bit at everything. And that is just the way that it is. But you're doing more than most. And that's great that you have. By the way, I have a similar setup. I have family nearby. I have a nanny, and it's still not enough. And I still miss my kids deeply and dearly. And I'm still recording a podcast while my nanny gives my son a bath, who I haven't seen in like 3 days.
Well, you can see him when he's clean. You don't want to see him when he's all stinky.
I can see him when he's sleeping. How's that?
Just go look at him.
Don't bother beating yourself up, because never forget, nobody cares how bad you feel as a mom. There are no sad mom Olympics. So just know this is as good as it gets.
Well, and you're so lucky that you love your job. That's amazing.
Yeah. So enjoy it. Fucking enjoy that you can do all of these things, and just know it cannot feel better. If it felt great to be working and quote unquote ignoring them, then that would be shitty.
Yeah.
It's great that you feel that way, because it reminds you when you're with them to enjoy that even when it's hard. And that's actually how I feel.
Yeah.
Like if I don't work for a while, then I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Right.
Why am I cleaning a kid's room? Like I'm supposed to be a star. But that's what being a mom is.
Yeah.
Doing things to serve something that's bigger than you.
Yeah.
And it feels great.
Okay. We have a really good question up next that I'm like very intrigued to see what your answer is. Dear Iliza, baby peanuts, Tianfu, Hot Scotty, and Emily, big fan, first time question asker. My son, 24, is having a 2-day hair transplant procedure in Ankara, Turkey in December.
I was going to say, is it in Turkey?
I, 54, am going with him just to be a companion, support person during this trip. He doesn't want people to know and doesn't want me to post pics of the trip on Facebook. I want to share pics of my trip. It's a short trip, only 4 days. I don't travel internationally, so I know if I post pics of just me in Turkey, people will say, hey,
what happened?
Why are you in Turkey?
Yeah.
It's not.
Why are you in the hair transplant capital of the world, a place people only go to get new teeth and hair?
It is not a place Americans go for casual travel. So I want to respect my son's privacy, but I also want to post pics because my life is sort of boring. I'm a middle school substitute teacher. This is probably the craziest place I will ever go. I respect my son's right to not tell all my Facebook friends he's having a cosmetic procedure and he doesn't want to be in my Facebook pics. I told only my sister and 2 friends. Should I just show them pics of my trip and not post on Facebook? Should I say I went alone to Ankara, Turkey for fun?
No one's going to believe that.
No,
thanks. Like, why? To like suicide bomb something? Why?
I am a fun, half-empty nester mom in Colorado. My son lives with me and my husband. And then in parentheses, Iliza, his father, Terry Ann. So just in case you're wondering, her husband is her son's father.
Thank you for clearing that up, Terry Ann.
We appreciate you. This is hard.
It's actually not. You are going there, especially if your son's paying for it, which I'm getting the vibe that he is, but I could be wrong.
Ooh,
you are going there to support him. Nothing can take away the memories of this trip and the experience. You can take pictures, but it is a bit of a betrayal of his trust because he asked you not to. Listen, I know you want the glory. You want to post that picture of you at a souk or whatever, like a market, and have people be like, where did you go? And then you can be like, I went to Turkey. Do you have any follow-up questions? That will be fleeting.
Yes.
It will be this ephemeral thing. And then you will have to answer for why were you in Turkey? And then you're going to have to lie. The best thing you can do, take the pictures, shelf that instant gratification, and post them like in a year from now. And you can just say, we went, you can lie then as part of a cruise or something. But just remember the back half of this is having to explain why you were there because it's not like you just went to like London.
Here's well, yes. Also, okay, two things. One, no one is that
no one cares.
Interested. Yes. So you post the picture. What if nobody, or they're just like, oh, cool. Like,
like 6 people. And I get that you're like, my life is boring. Like the endorphin rush of someone liking it. I totally get that. But like, it's not worth it for how embarrassed your son is going to feel. And having to lie and maintain that lie forever.
Let's fix this. I mean, let's figure out how to get you on a trip for you and your husband, or just you, or you and these friends, or you and your sister. Like, go on a trip.
Go. Yeah, I mean, Turkey could be cool. Like you know where everybody goes in the summer is Greece. And so this is a lot. Next summer you can go to Greece and be like, we just popped over to Turkey. And you can tack those pictures on. But at that point,
she doesn't need the Turkey pictures because she thinks that this Turkey trip is the only fun travel she's ever going to do. And I'm wondering why.
Yeah, that's a bigger question. Why are you not making more time? It doesn't have to be international, but for more joyous things in your life.
You can do it cheap.
Also, just know you will be at your son's beck and call. You're going to see the inside of that procedural center, the inside of the hotel,
inside of
inside of the airport. Like, this is not going to be like an exotic romp through a Turkish market. I mean, you might go out at night and get something to eat.
He's
like
laying down and resting his follicles.
Emily's absolutely right. And the bigger issue is that you are not making that much time. You're saying you're a half empty nester and you're a substitute teacher, so you're not required
it sounds
all
like
the time.
Son lives at home and that's not going to change for a while. And you guys are close.
Your son lives at home, but he has the money for a hair transplant. Okay, well,
I wonder if
listen to me. Does she have a name?
Terry Ann.
Terry Ann, you need to put yourself first and start doing more things for you.
Yes.
Because I can feel the pathetic vibes coming off of this email. I'm serious. The way you described it, half empty nester, live together. This is probably the most I'll ever do. Why? Are you dying? Yeah. Is there anywhere you want to go?
Because
listen to me. I go to places and I don't even post pictures because I travel so much. Sometimes I'm like, I don't even care. I've been traveling all day. Who cares? You need to make more room for fun in your life.
Yes.
I'm not saying you're pathetic. I'm saying the way you word this email sounds not depressed, but depressive.
If you have big chunks of time off if you're a teacher, theoretically. Now, I know you're still doing lessons plans, all that, blah, blah, but you'd be a prime person to sign up for like the airlines and the deal sites that send out like, hey, we have cheap tickets for like this weekend to this city,
Throw a dart and go.
Yeah, like do some research on cheap travel within the US. You don't have to go outside the country to like get impressive photos. There are so many gorgeous places in the United States.
Take a road trip with that husband, father of your son person you live with. But also, why is this the only time? Do you guys do you not have a lot of money? Like, why is this the only time you'll do something amazing? Think of how sad that is, that you're already limiting yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. If son can go there for hair, you can go
I was just saying, if your stay-at-home son can scrape together the funds for this, you can go to Orlando.
I mean, yeah, but no, that's too. Don't go to Orlando. Go somewhere else.
Unless you're seeing me. Yeah.
Go somewhere else. I want you to go somewhere that's for you and have a trip for you.
Please write back and tell us you heard us from the We Are Big Sister place. We're telling you, you got to get out there and live your life.
This is a Patreoner, so they're
Maybe
here.
She spent all of her money on the Patreon.
She might be a paid member, but this question's in the free area. Don't give us that $5. Go put it in a little sock.
Give me $5 so you can get more advice that promotes the idea that you should go.
Oh my gosh. And she updated. Also, I saw you in Denver at Ballerina in 2023.
But did you see me at the Belco this past weekend? That's the question. Were you one of the 3,000 people who were there?
Dear Emily and Eliza, my name is Sita, and Eliza, I got to meet you in Vancouver during your freezing hot tour. You were so sweet. Have seen you many times since.
Okay, because I've been back since. So.
And she has seen you. Okay, the question. I have a chronic illness, epilepsy, and sometimes I look so exhausted, it's painful. Do you have any skin solutions? Red light therapy is not a solution as it could trigger seizures, which equals seizures.
Did you just put something over your eyes?
Mainly I get darkness under my eyes. Sometimes it looks like smudge mascara. Any tips are welcome.
A Chinese medicine person would tell you that dark under your eyes is like a liver issue or maybe like a kidney issue. You'd have to Google which one of those it is. You can do all the skincare you want, but if it is an internal thing, then it's just like a Band-Aid over it.
Yeah.
Your name is Sita. Are you Indian?
SITA. So.
Because it could be, every ethnicity has pronounced features. I don't know much about any type of melanated skin. Maybe it's that thing. Obviously, on white skin, green corrects red. I don't know about brown skin. Maybe it's like orange or yellow would correct dark circles.
Yeah, there's some color theory to it.
It's not color theory.
Not color theory.
Color theory.
Color.
Right? It's a color. It's a palette. Palettes come in there's purple, orange. There's purple, green, yellow. There's certain things for that. So that sounds like an internal thing. I'm not a doctor, but that sounds. It's not like a skincare thing as much as.
Not a cover up. Yeah.
Obviously the answer is concealer.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, I think Tarte makes a great concealer.
Yeah.
Great concealer. I use it every day. And it's expensive. A little dab will do you.
Yeah.
Is it Tarte or is it Hourglass? You know what? They're not paying me. Either one.
So it doesn't matter.
That's what I said.
Hi, Liza.
It's Tarte.
We're doing another skin question. Okay. This is a very low stakes question. I'm a 32-year-old mom with 3 boys, 4, 2, and 1. Over the last year, I've noticed my skin not looking as great, which is partially due to age, partially due to stress, as my 1-year-old has a rare genetic condition that requires us to go to therapy or the doctor daily.
Oh my God.
I need a skincare routine. All I do right now is wash my face and slap some moisturizer, but I need you to tell me what to use to keep my skin looking good that doesn't take 40 minutes each night. I'm not acne prone, not super dry. I just don't know what to use and which order. Also, if you have brand suggestions, that would help. Thank you. Madeline,
okay.
Tired but happy mom of 3. All right, dermatologist Eliza, what up?
I am not a doctor, Madeline, and you can definitely look up the order, which I always have to relook up when I do a routine.
Yeah.
But the rule seems to be you layer according to viscosity. The thinner stuff goes first and you end with the thickest thing. Like you would put on a heavy moisturizer at the very end. You would do a toner and then you would do your hyaluronic acid or a vitamin C or something like that. Then the moisturizer. And then anything thicker goes on top of that because you want to build it up. But at 32, you're young enough. Yes, you have your hands full, but your skin should still be vibrant. The first thing I would say, and everyone's going to riot, exercise. Cleaning out your endocrine system, getting juices flowing, sweating is so good for you, and blood flow, getting a flush look. If you have no access to exercise because your kids are running around, you're exhausted, vitamin C brightens, hyaluronic acid moisturizes, plumps. Brands that I like, Sky Organics sent me a bunch of oils like jojoba oil. I'm a big, let's do something natural, coconut oil. I have dry skin and I live in LA, so I just lather that stuff on. People are going to hate this too. I was recently gifted a thing of whipped tallow, which is beef fat. I love it. It feels like a beefy cupcake cream. I love it. I put that on my face. I put hyaluronic acid on my face. I use a retinol and I just layer on the moisture. And sometimes I use frankincense mixed with jojoba oil. There's so many ways you can do it. Just because I'm doing something doesn't mean it's going to work, but moisture is never a bad thing. I deeply believe in red light therapy. I don't do it all the time. My skin feels markedly different after I do it. I would, if I were you, if you can just get one day to go for a really nice facial and I'm not talking like Elizabeth Arden Red Door. I'm saying like a nice facial where they can recommend products. There's so many lines. I mean, every time I go for one, they try to sell me something, but I would just have an esthetician look at your skin and tell you what you need. Because all any girl really needs, if you don't have like crazy skin, is a good retinol, a good eye cream, moisturizer, and sunscreen. Start now before it's too late.
Yeah.
But yeah, never underestimate like the simplicity of like jojoba or like almond oil, coconut oil, shea butter on your skin. Snail mucin is always good. Anything with moisture, I put it on with my retinol. That's it. And I still kind of look tired, but that's okay.
All right. Top of the cob.
It's the top of the cob. We're doing it right every day. You just take a bite. Top of the cob.
Bottom of the cob.
My bottom of the cob is plain and simple, and I may have said this before. It is fake spider webs.
You know, they're saying that they're actually dangerous because birds can get tangled in them.
That's exactly right. Birds, bugs, it just gets in everything. You can never get all of it off. It is just plastic garbage. No, but like it's not even scary looking. It's just dumb and wasteful, and I hate it. And I said to our neighborhood group, I was like, if you're going to decorate your house, please don't use it. People did it anyway. Kind of laughed at me. And I say that not being holier than thou, like all of our Halloween is such a gross plastic holiday. Like there's no like natural Halloween decorations, like everything's plastic. It's not like you might have a real garland at Christmas or something. So, but it's the spider webs because it always gets stuck. And I just think of like butterflies getting caught in there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, all those fall butterflies, moths.
Yeah. Moths. My bottom is probably that I resigned from my job. I have another job that I'm excited for, but it's stressful doing all that.
Is that a top and a bottom?
No.
Are you a top and bottom?
That's bottom.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
stressed.
Top. You need not be stressed, Emily. Fuck them. You got to get okay with disappointing people, especially because they were very okay disappointing you. It's like you haven't listened to the podcast.
I know. That's why I need it here. Fan bottom. Was at the store and the checkout clerk completely ignored me, fully looked past me when I spoke to her, packed the bag on top of my egg cartons. I don't always need a Trader Joe's level of interaction, but something polite would have been nice. Oof. And then follows up. And it feels like there's nothing I can say in a situation without sounding Karen-esque, I'm afraid.
It's interesting that you say that because I was talking about that today. We were at the airport and my bag got flagged at TSA. And we all know TSA is under a lot of stress because nobody's being paid, whatever. And I was not in a rush, but like nobody came for a very long time. And I watched TSA workers just kind of waft by slowly. And that is stressful. And of course it was a candle, which should be allowed to go through. And I was saying to Hunter, I was like, it's tough because we've structured things. I've noticed this, I want to say since Me Too, but it might be more since like BLM, that like, you are not allowed, if you are in any position that might be slightly higher than someone, you are not allowed to ever give constructive criticism or feedback. And I was talking with another comic and he was like, it is about the redistribution of power. This idea that just because you bought something, it doesn't mean you're entitled to feel any way about it because you need to say thank you to the remedial worker that scooped out the ice cream, even if they did it poorly. How dare you criticize? And it's like, what if I'm not criticizing? I'm just asking for what I paid for. So I think that there's something interesting there. You're like, you're crushing the thing that I bought. It's tough because especially being a woman, it's very hard to say to people like, hey, please respect what I just did.
Yeah.
Please respect my purchase. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard.
Top. We have a good fan top.
Do it.
This really appealed to me. Low level lift top. A well-stocked vending machine. Red Bull, Pepsi products, Coke products, the snack variety, especially the variety of Reese's. And looking in here, I see the Reese's Take 5. I see Reese's Pieces. I see Reese's Cups. There's a picture.
Look, it's a Reese's vending machine.
This is a convenient care that is a part of my healthcare network that I work for. I'm so jealous. We don't even have this in the cafeteria at the actual hospital. It's just a good.
You have to pay for it.
There's some.
It's not free like at Amazon.
No, yeah, you have to pay, but there's some Kinder Bueno in there. There's some Miss Vicky's spicy dill pickle chips.
See, I think that's a mid chip. I'm never excited to see a Miss Vicky.
It's
it's always free. It's always in a gift bag.
Smart Food white cheddar, of course.
I literally had a gift basket in my hotel room of all of these things.
Can you guess what flavor Sun chips?
Is it the ranch?
No, it's a garden.
Oh, is it the tomato?
Yes, garden salsa.
The garden salsa. Ugh.
But there's some Trolleys crawlers in there.
You got to aim higher.
I love this top. This connects with me where it's like a good vending machine.
Okay, I'll change my top to match that top.
Okay.
A well-stocked, well-curated mini bar sundries experience in your hotel room. Shout out to played Phoenix this weekend. And I was really making an effort on this trip to stay at really lovely hotels. I usually just pick like a Marriott. I do whatever. I'm super utilitarian, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a break and I'm bringing Sierra. I want this to feel nice. So I found a hotel in Phoenix called the Global Ambassador. This hotel was gorgeous and like it was luxuriously appointed. It felt rich. And when I walked in after my shows, it was like bumping. Like people were there at the bar, they were at the pool, and it was like a nice price point client. I have stayed at hotels where like Bridge and Tunnel comes in to use the pool and you're like, oh, cool. This is like the only place for you people to go. Everybody looked chic. The room, the beds were delicious and cozy, but the bar, which I didn't take anything from, I didn't even open the bar fridge, but I'm sure it was exquisite with like unique brands. Another hotel that is good at this was the St. Cecilia in Austin where I just stayed. But they had Supergoop sunscreen. They had, like small batch chocolate bars. They had a little cutting board with a lemon and a lime and like vodka and margarita mixes ready just in case you wanted to use it. Really nice glasses, shot glasses. Like ever since COVID, places that would normally just have a mini bar either have stopped stocking mini bars or you open it. There's nothing sadder than opening a mini bar and it's like a warm Pepsi, a Heineken, and like a bottle of water.
And like what? Just Hershey's chocolate.
That or like sometimes like nice hotels will like package their own. So it looks like magician fake peanuts, like the kind that have a snake in them. Like it'll be those gray, it'll just say like fine roasted peanuts, fine chocolates. You're like, I don't want to eat this. How long has this been here?
Right.
So Global Ambassador did it right. And they had a lovely little platter of fruit, which was very sweet for us. But it just, if you're in the Phoenix area and you got some bucks to spend, head on over.
Well, that's nice.
I loved it. That was my top.
My top is my mom went out of town and my dad was here alone. So my mom wanted me to check on him. And he went and did like a brewery crawl with his friend Saturday. And so I went and joined them because they needed to drink X number of beers to get a free glass. So I joined to help. And I was like, I don't want to crash the party.
Hey, fellas.
But all these 3 men over 60 were very nice. And I was like, oh, this is not what I would have ever done, is go on a brewery crawl with 3 elder gentlemen. But
you were there to help the cause.
I was, because I was like, I can't, this man can't drink 8 of these. You have to drink 4 to get a glass. They wanted 2 glass. I was like, you can't be drinking 8. I'll come help.
Weird mindset. It's like, now what do you do with that glass?
You have it forever. But it was nice.
That's a very you thing. Like, I got to eat 6 popcorn so I can get a cup to get more popcorn in.
Yeah. But it was nice because it's all walkable. So it was like walking between these 4 breweries that are in the neighborhood. It was nice.
Such a weird word. Breweries.
Breweries.
Folks, it's the few days before Halloween when the souls walk the earth. My crush is going to be at the Halloween dance.
And we'll
have an episode before the next week. But, hopefully you'll come to see me in Philadelphia at the Met and Washington at the Daughters of the American Revolution, Constitution Hall, the holiest of holies. And then, of course, I'll be in Boston for a few shows. I'm just going to promote those for now and get those tickets. And I'm very much looking forward to being in the fall on the East Coast and wearing my coat.